Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Seder. We want to wish you all a very happy fourth night of Passover. This is a holiday that celebrates transitions, from confinement to liberation, from winter to spring, and aptly, it's a holiday that celebrates tenacity and resilience in the times of overwhelming adversity. Now, normally our friends and our loved ones would gather together on this night and we'd tell the ancient story. And even though we are all pretty much separated tonight, it seems that this story is more timely and more important than ever. So we soldier on. Even though we can't physically be together, we can still eat and laugh and reflect and dream, and we can do all that while raising much needed funds for the CDC Foundation. So please, during our Seder, locate that donate button and give it a little click. But first, we sing. Now, this is not just a sit back and relax. You actually have to recline. This is a holiday that celebrates slouching, all right? So welcome to our Saturday night Seder. We've got a lot to talk about and even more to eat. Take your shoes off, hang your coat up, there's the bathroom, have a seat. So you're stressed by all the stories that you hear on cable news. Well, it's time to trade the cable for a table full of Jews. Hey. This night is always different from every other night. There's a smidgen of religion, but we're keeping that part light. Tonight is even stranger than the average Pesach meal because we're trapped in our apartments and the plagues are effing real. Dayenu, enough's enough. So the world's a bit fakakta, still we've been through tougher stuff. Dayenu. In truth, it's been a lot, but my goodness, let's be grateful for the good things that we've got. Dayenu, what more is there to say? When you can't go out, get drunk and shout Dayenu anyway.
So you need to go out shopping, but it's better not to risk it. Use some fruit snacks for Farosit and beef jerky for the brisket.
If you're out of greens and table salt, well, don't you fret, my dears. Just use a stick of celery to wipe away your tears.
Dayenu. The kids all need a bath. The only thing they learn in homeschool is their father sucks at math.
Dayenu. Tonight the food's symbolic. The egg means spring.
And all this wine means I'm an alcoholic.
Dayenu.
What more is there to say? When life is hell, you gotta yell Dayenu anyway.
So we invited every putz and altar partner, not to mention every bench and every mother, to come together as one glorious Mishpachah.
Yes, Josh Groban, everyone, the greatest Jewish voice in Zero Mustel.
Thank you. I'm actually not Jewish.
Say what now?
Yeah, I'm definitely not either.
You're kidding.
Yeah, none of us are.
No way.
Sorry, are we crashing?
Should we go or?
No. Are you kidding? We're going to have a lot of fun. We're raising money for the CDC Foundation, so we're going to have stories and sketches and a lot of laughs and wisdom. Idina Menzel is going to sing.
Idina Menzel? She alone would be enough.
Don't you mean?
Dayenu. Yes, welcome to our tribe, but listen to the CDC and stay the inside.
Dayenu.
So the matzah didn't rise, and we're living in a world that we can hardly recognize. What stays constant is this story and the fact that we'll pull through. So tonight it doesn't matter if you are or aren't a Jew. Let's remember what we're grateful for and who we're grateful to. Dayenu, Dayenu.
Dayenu.
For those of you who don't know what Passover is all about, congratulations, you skipped Hebrew school.
Let's recap Hebrew school real quick.
My 8th grade Israeli Hebrew teacher, Shmuel Nachumi, came back from the break with a new toupee, and we were not allowed to talk about it.
Dayenu. Rachel Levin came back from summer break with sticks and bandages on her nose, not allowed to talk about it. Dayenu. There is no worse food, less worth waiting for, than the food at a Seder.
I don't know, gefilte fish is pretty good. If you're a dog.
Yeah!
That is terrible. One time at Seder, my cousin Libby pulled me aside in the kitchen when we were just out of earshot of my then new boyfriend, and she told me, you could do better. And then I tried her simmus, and I said, so could you.
I still don't know what simmus is for. I think it means something important.
Oh, Pamela, I like you. And I like Jews.
I like Jews too, Julie.
Happy Passover, everybody.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
So here we go. Now, it was suggested to us that we sing happy birthday twice while we're washing our hands. But I was thinking maybe I would do something else. So here it goes. I was working in a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens, till my boyfriend kicked me out in one of those crushing scenes. Where was I to go? What was I to do? I was out on my fanny. Then over the bridge from Flushing to the Sheffield door. I was there to sell makeup, but the butler saw more. I had style, I had flair, I was there. That's how I became the nanny. Okay, wasn't that fun? Now my hands are nice and clean, and we can begin with the Seder.
The first Passover was when the Jews were still in Egypt. They were shut up in their homes. They were anxious. They were scared. They didn't know the future, and there was blood on the doorposts. This Passover is in a way reminiscent of the very first, different from any that we have ever celebrated in our lifetimes. But remember what happened later, that Passover gave way to deliverance, and that even though it began in darkness, it ended in light.
I and a bunch of other people got together, and we ended up doing this thing called a memory feast. So what we did was we brought all of this food and all of this drink, but each thing that we brought had to be connected to a specific memory. And it was just a great experience to not only be able to share that, but to feel more connected with them because they also shared stories, sweet stories of their own backgrounds and their own childhoods.
My younger son reenacts the story with Playmobil characters. Like, the Seder is so flexible. It's such an awesome way to have a Jewish holiday where it's based in the home and it can be creative and fun with just kind of a loose structure of, 15 things. It's simple.
We say Bashana Haba'a at the end, meaning next year, in the year to come. There's a great song that many of my friends and family sing when we gather together. And the main chorus goes, Od tirei, kama tov yihye, Bashana Haba'a. Meaning, we will see just how good it will be in the year to come. Although it may not feel like it now, this song always is a great reminder that there are so many good things that are ahead of us if only we can hold out hope.
Happy Passover, everyone.
Oh, hello. It's the Glazers with the 4 cups of wine.
Ilana, I don't think that is not wine, is it?
It's a cocktail. Okay, these are trying times.
Okay, so this is everyone's favorite part of the Seder, except for mine, if the afikoman happens to be covered in chocolate.
This is the part we've all been training for every night for weeks. Drinking.
But Jews, pace yourself. You know we're not drinkers.
We have sensitive tummies.
So, a long, long time ago, our great whatevers came to Egypt.
Now you got to remember, this was before Egypt was Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
It was Egypt. And there was this famine. But Joseph figured out how to save the Egyptians.
Joseph, one of our forefathers.
Yeah, brilliant man. I'm talking Einstein brilliant. Big on dreams, big on flamboyant coats, and Jesus, people loved him.
But then he died.
Yeah. And then there was this new Pharaoh who didn't know Joseph. You know, he didn't know Joseph from Adam. And he looked around this country. He's like, well, hold on a second. Hold on, wait. What are all these Jews doing here?
Yeah, and hating Jews wasn't a cliche then. Back then, this was, and believe it or not, wildly original.
Yeah, back then, to hate Jews? I mean, you were really at the vanguard of culture.
Yeah. So Pharaoh said, I hate these Jews. Let's enslave them. So things changed for the horrible.
Imagine hearing the most beautiful song that ever was and then being told, you're never going to hear that song again.
And what's more, you're forbidden from singing it yourself. You know it exists because you heard it once.
So never hear it again. This is the most beautiful song in the world.
And you have to live knowing it exists for others to enjoy, but not you.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me.
At the end of the 19th century, a blistering period of violence known as the pogroms caused thousands upon thousands of European Jews to seek refuge in America, embarking on an exodus of their own. Millennia after their departure from Egypt, Jews hastily packed, huddled together, and crossed an endless sea in an effort to find a better life in a land they had only imagined in lullabies.
When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain.
Two children of those storm-tossed immigrants, Harold Arlen, born Chaim Arlok to a Lithuanian cantor, and Yip Harburg, born Isidor Hochberg to Yiddish-speaking Russians, reached deep into their immigrant Jewish consciousness to write an unforgettable melody set to near prophetic words. The Wizard of Oz opened New Year's Day, 1939, less than 2 months after Kristallnacht, a night that saw Jewish businesses looted and synagogues burned by the Nazis. Hear the lyrics in this context, and suddenly the words are no longer about wizards and Oz, but about Jewish survival.
Someday Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why? Then oh, why can't I?
Throughout his career, lyricist Harburg continued to write about justice and liberation, not for just Jews, but for all oppressed people. He said, "The Passover Seder is devoted entirely to the fight for freedom. The Jews, being a minority, have always known that if anyone is enslaved anywhere, it too is their fight." Their songwriting was beautiful, yes, but also urgently political. In the words of composer Arlen, music doesn't argue, discuss, or quarrel. It simply breathes the air of freedom.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why? Then oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Good evening from Harlem, friends, and happy Passover. I'm Lau-Lavie, and I've been asked to give some rabbinic interpretation about the gastro-Judaic mystical meaning of this Passover night. We have this thing called the Seder Plate. It's a mandala, a centerpiece that has the essential foods of the night, each of them a portal into mysterious meaning. For instance, the matzah, this bread of poverty, what slaves ate back in Egypt, our memory of our worst moment, but also the first flavor when we cross the threshold into freedom. Autonomy and slavery, the paradox when you bite into the matzah, that's on the plate. You got a big cup, because drinking helps open the heart and be a little more free. You've got this thing, I know what you're thinking, horseradish, maror, bitterness. You eat this to cry, to physically embody the memories of oppression. And then there's this, made it last night, charoset, mortar, fruit, nuts, wine, cinnamon, delicious. But this was the mortar with which our ancestors built the walls of their own oppression. We put things on the Seder plate like eggs and vegetables to eat, to remember, to unite into the deeper meaning of liberation, personal and collective in every moment.
Hey, what's up? I'm Mike Solomano, and I'm the chef and co-owner of Zahav Restaurant in Philadelphia.
And I'm Dan Levy, and I can't get a table at Zahav Restaurant in Philadelphia.
How's your Passover going? Good?
This is the first time I've brushed my hair in about 2.5 weeks, and it's not great.
I'm here to help you with your Seder plate. All right, listen, we need a bone. I've got a chicken bone here. You need something that resembles a paschal lamb.
This is a dog treat. It's a bone for my dog, so this is gonna have to do.
Love it. Okay. Do you have something that would resemble mortar? Something like jammy, something sweet?
I have a pear butter that I got in the gift bag. Does that work?
That'll work, and now you don't have to regift it either. Okay, next, we need something that's like lettucey or something green. I use romaine, like baby romaine.
What does salsa verde do?
Yeah, that's great. Salsa verde works.
And I have some pickles.
Pickle, yes. And then an egg. We need a roasted egg.
Okay, this used to be a lemon.
Go for it. Okay, and then you're missing one vegetable that evokes spring.
This is off of a decorative plant that's up on
All right, so put that down in between the egg and the salsa verde. You have just completed a Seder plate.
Thank you so much. I will set it aside for the 0 guests that will be coming over for the Seder.
Don't forget the matzah. Hey everybody, I'm Andy Cohen, and I'm gonna lead you through what is my favorite part of Passover. And no, it is not fighting with your uncle when he uses the phrase, those people. Although that's a close second. I mean the afikomen. So it is a tradition to hide a piece of matzah somewhere for someone to find. And tonight, that someone is all of you. And you're about to find out where that somewhere is, because it's time to play a game that we're calling, okay, I guess we are really calling it this, Find the Afikomen. Okay, here's the clue. The Afikomen is hidden on a website somewhere on Her Majesty's internet, www. A phrase that has to do with Passover.com. Okay, wow, that is really specific. Did you get it yet? The phrase has to do with the opening number. It's a really big mystery. Huge. Good luck, and if you need me, I'll be here in my apartment, like all of us, because the whole world has become literal Real Housewives. See you soon.
So I'd say my favorite thing about being a Jew is controlling the banks and the media. But besides that, I really like it's a culture of questioning, and I like all the questions that surround this. And I think the 4 questions are probably my favorite part of Passover. And usually the youngest in the family asks those 4 questions. I used to be the youngest, and so I would ask them. But now that I'm no longer the youngest, I thought it would be cool to bring in my youngest son to come in and maybe do the 4 questions himself.
Hey, Nick, how's it going?
Good, Finn. How are you, son?
I'm good. You gotta stop calling me your son.
Okay. Can I say that I'm your co-star in Stranger Things?
It won't be true, but yeah, you could do that.
Okay, great. So, are you ready to sing the 4 questions?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't even know the 4 questions.
Well, I don't actually know them very well myself. I just used to sing, Hakuna Matata, and then my grandfather would cry in embarrassment. So I
Guys, this is embarrassing. You have to let me help you.
Oh, your piano?
Always.
Cool, yeah. You're not the youngest, though.
Okay, log off, kid. מה נשתנה הלילה הזה מכל הלילות, מכל הלילות, שבכל הלילות אנו אוכלים חמץ ומצה, חמץ ומצה, הלילה הזה כולו מצה. haliלות anu ochlin sha'ar yerakot halayla hazeh maror halayla hazeh maror shebeho halelot in anu mapilin afilu pa'am echad halayla hazeh shetefeh amim halayla hazeh shetefeh amim shebecho halelot anu ochlin ben yoshvin uven misubin halayla hazeh kulanu misubin halayla hazeh kulanu misubin halayla hazeh kulanu misubin halayla hazeh kulanu misubin. Happy Pesach, everybody! That's the way it's done. Mic drop. I'm out.
Why is this night different from every other night? Great question, Idina. It's beautifully asked. So, matzah, herbs, cushions, dipping, why tonight?
The answers are very intense if you're high. So, glass 2. Or excuse yourself to go bake in the bathroom.
The sweet taste of Manischewitz. Oaky nodes of Hawaiian punch.
Hello, Cheder of the later Seder. It is I, Joshua Molina, with a very early Kol Nidre appeal on behalf of the CDC Foundation. The CDC Foundation is, as today's kids like to say, the It is a nonpartisan, nonprofit foundation that does everything it can to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. They provide protection. They provide detection. They provide PPEs and emergency workers. So it's a very worthy cause, and I urge you to dig deep. Why not give chai or twice chai? Maybe even 10 times chai, big shot. Why not? Give till it hurts. We're here trying to raise money for a very good organization. So thanks for taking part in tonight's Seder, and give some tzedakah, motherfucker.
Every year, about an hour or two before the guests arrive for our beautiful Seder, and the smell of delicious Pesach food wallowing through the house.
I would embarrass my little brother during the 4 questions and make him laugh. He was an he deserved it.
Something about Passover that I often think about is gefilte fish. I don't understand it. I don't understand the smell. I don't understand why people would prefer to eat that in any circumstance, let alone a holiday.
I would always hear my mother say, "This is the last year I'm doing this. Every goddamn year I work so hard and no one appreciates it. Do you understand? I'm done. So enjoy the Seder this year because it's the last time I will work like this with no one giving a shit. Do you understand?" Oh God, I don't even know why I bother. Ding dong, guests are here.
Hi, we're back. Way back.
Way back in Egypt land. Way back. in Egypt land. Anyway, the Pharaoh has made all the Jews slaves. They are now the victims of the original pyramid scheme.
But oh boy, it was a great time to be Egyptian.
Welcome to ancient Egypt. It's the year 1400 BC, so we are way before Christ, but we are definitely mid-party. We've got dancing, we've got grapes, we've got big, huge leaves to fan you with while you cruise on a barge. It's like Palm Beach, but with less tennis and more kebabs. We've invented toothpaste, people. In Mesopotamia, they haven't even invented teeth yet. And here we are doing all of that with hieroglyphics. That's right, hieroglyphics. Also, the Nile isn't just a river, it's a top-notch tourist attraction. A perfect place to catch a sunset or find a baby in a basket. But our biggest claim to fame? Our pyramids. Our great and glorious pyramids. Thousands of years from now, people will come from all over the world and they'll go, huh, I thought it'd be taller.
Okay, first of all, pyramids? No, we're not doing that. Pyramids are canceled. We have a whole horizon. You think you're gonna be the only shape? I don't think so. Triangles. You think you invented triangles? Yeah, why don't you ask Larry Kramer? You think ancient Egypt happened before the AIDS crisis? Yes, I'm reading the script. I'm not Jesse Tyler Ferguson. I don't have those chops. Let's see. All day, it's torture. The sun shining on me. I'll have melanoma by the time I'm 24, and we all die at 27. Sounds a lot like, you know what? The AIDS crisis. All right, virtual Seder. Well, my career is going real well. I know there's like a suburban mom in Indiana right now watching this with her 14-year-old daughter who loves Broadway and thinks I'm a little much. Well, hang in there, because in 2 minutes you got Henry Winkler and then it'll all be okay. We need a savior, someone who can help save us. We need someone mighty and brave who will come along and save us, and fast.
Thank you, Billy. You never disappoint. So 5,000 plus years ago, the Jews were without leadership until finally Moses arrived to liberate them from slavery. And do you know what Moses said when God found Moses feeding his goats and asked him to go back to Egypt to free the slaves? Moses said, whoa, wait a minute, why me? Oh no, why me? Why would I do such a thing? How could you even think I could do such a thing? Moses didn't feel worthy of the task. He was slow of speech and slow of tongue. Please, Lord, ask anybody else. But there was a need. Too much suffering to ignore, too much work to be done. So, in a time of crisis, Moses, the most unlikely of leaders, stepped up to the plate. And you know what? We all have that power. Every one of you who is sitting at their Passover table right now, some of you know you have your power. Some of you have tasted it. Some of you don't know it's there. You must go on a search for it, because when the time is right, when the need is there, you can all step up to the plate. So with a racing heart, Moses goes to Pharaoh with a plea.
When Israel was in Egypt's land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go.
But Pharaoh would not listen, so the plagues began. First, the water of the Nile ran red with blood. Then Egypt teemed with frogs and lice and wild animals. Livestock fell ill, and painful boils covered everyone's skin.
So Moses went to Egypt's land. Let my people go to make old Pharaoh people go. Oh, go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go.
And each time a new plague began, Pharaoh would promise to liberate the Jews. Yet no sooner had the Lord ended the plague than Pharaoh's heart would harden, and he would not keep his word, and he did not free the slaves. So the Lord sent a hail of fire, a swarm of locusts, an endless darkness, the worst darkness, where no one could see their neighbor. And finally, the 10th plague.
Thus spake the Lord, bold Moses said, let my people go. If not, I'll strike your firstborn dead. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. Oh, go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go.
And at last, Pharaoh released the Jews from bondage.
Let my people go.
Let my people go. In that simple phrase lies the universal truth of Passover. It's no exaggeration to say that the Exodus story is one of the most important narratives in the history of the world. Forget the fact that it survived thousands of years. This is a story that, if you take into account Islam and Christianity, has deep, meaningful significance for half the population of the planet. And yet, its allegorical significance transcends the Abrahamic faiths. It transcends Judaism. In fact, it transcends religion. That's because all of us, no matter who we are or what God we worship, can identify with the longing to be free from oppression, the feeling of dispossession and exile, the dream of liberation, the yearning for home, however it's defined. The story of Exodus is the story of the movement from oppression to freedom, and that's something every one of us can connect with.
Hello everyone, Temperance here, ready to help our little Sinai Cinderella as she crosses that Red Sea and wanders the desert for 40 years. I'm thinking like lightweight and definitely cotton-based. Just because you're fleeing does not mean you can't be dazzling.
Just to clarify.
A herringbone scarf.
Did you say 40 years?
Before I forget, I want to mention one other thing. You're going to collapse at some point, like you are going to fall to that desert floor. And when you do, you're going to want to look fab, not drab. You do not want to be scab. Hand shoes. Hand shoes are shoes for your hands. You're going to want to probably go for like a wedge, though, that when the elbow hits, it's going to look so stylized, so elongated, so chic.
I don't have a wedge. I have these guys. I'm going to put them on my hands, and they're hand shoes. Got it.
They're not really what I was thinking, but you do.
When you say 40 years, that's metaphorical, right?
I think you're going to be just fine.
Am I ready?
Gorgeous.
Thanks, Tan.
My favorite part of Passover is everyone gathering around to sing some of their favorite songs. My family, we did Passover Broadway parody songs. Hope you enjoy a few little tastes. Into the sea where Adonai has promised that the land is dry. Moses is here and he's the guy to guide us on our journey. Or, goodbye, goodbye, Mitzrayim. Mitzrayim, Mitzrayim, goodbye. We're sick of building the pyramids, losing our firstborn kids. Sing Mitzrayim goodbye. And of course, bang a drum, spread the news. Things are looking real good for the Jews. We've escaped, we're alive, and now everything's coming up, Moses. But of course, we can't forget Master of the Jews giving us a push. Sure that God is hiding in a burning bush. Here another frog, there a little lice, thinking Pharaoh's gonna follow his advice. If we do as Moses tells us, all of us will surely lose, heading to disaster following the Master of the Jews.
To obtain your copy of Now That's What I Call Passover, donate to the CDC Foundation today.
All right, I hope you found the Afikoman. It should have been a pretty easy hunt, as I literally gave you the answer, right? It turns out my sense of fun is not shared by everybody. Usually, if you find the Afikoman, you get money, which means there's a beloved tradition at every single Passover for all the children but one to cry and get really pissed off because they didn't locate a hidden piece of magic matzah that would net them a nickel. Isaac, did you ever find the Afikoman?
Never once, Andy. And actually, you know what? This year, I think it's a better idea. Instead of expecting to get any money from the Afikoman, how about giving some money, lending a hand?
I like it. You're suggesting a little guilt. Okay, I'm going to join in. While we're at it, people, why haven't you called your grandfather?
Thank you. And are you showering?
Have you clicked the link? Have ya?
Have you donated to the CDC?
What are you doing for Mother's Day?
And are you dating anyone? Because she's going to want to know.
And are you actually dating them or just dating them?
You miss the guilt, don't you? You do, right? So a good way to alleviate the guilt is donate.
The CDC Foundation is doing everything it can to meet the many needs that arise during the COVID-19 pandemic response. Protection, detection, providing personal protective equipment, deploying emergency staff, everything.
Support them, okay?
And not to guilt you or anything, but it's the least you could do.
At our Passover Seders, we traditionally describe an all-powerful God who rescued our ancestors from slavery. But the actual story in the Bible includes a number of human characters as well. A pair of midwives who refused to obey Pharaoh's order to kill all Israelite babies and safely deliver baby Moses. Pharaoh's daughter, who rescues Moses knowing full well that he's an Israelite baby and has the audacity to raise him in her father's palace, breaking his law right under his nose. And Moses himself, who despite his fears and self-doubt, answers the call to rescue his people. This is exactly the kind of courage and compassion we're seeing right now in medical professionals, grocery workers, and so many others risking their lives on our behalf. This Passover, we honor the stories of our ancestors by honoring the sacrifices of these heroes.
So now, we're standing at the edge of the sea.
Everywhere you look is water.
And in the distance, you hear your enemy. And they're making their way towards you.
You feel a surge of panic.
I mean, people are saying, you're about to be free. What free? What does that even mean?
You don't know.
You don't know what to believe.
In front of you, only the water.
And behind you, the enemy is closing in.
All your life, you've never known freedom.
There has never been a day when you woke up and your life was your own.
This is what's on your mind as the enemy gets closer.
And suddenly, the water begins to shift.
Move.
Depart.
Like nothing you have ever seen.
I mean, who knew that there were such things as miracles on this earth?
Scared to take each step, you fight against your instincts. And you cross.
And somehow, you make it to the other side.
Exhilarated!
Terrified.
Everything you were, the person you have been, is back there.
And all you know right now is that today You witnessed a miracle.
And that miracle sets you free.
Many nights we prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will. You will when you believe. In this time of fear, when prayer so often proves in vain, hope seems like the summer birds too swiftly flown away. And now I'm standing here, my heart's so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to keep. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will. You will when you believe. They don't always happen when you ask. And it's easy to give in to your fears. But when you're blinded by your pain, can't see your way clear through the rain, a small but still resilient voice says hope is very near. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will. Somehow you will when you believe. You will when you
Happy Passover, everyone. Stay healthy and safe.
Holy mother of Pesach. That was gorgeous.
I mean, holy macaroni. That was beautiful.
That was so moving it hurts. And it's not just because I've been staring at my belly button for hours on end every day. L'chaim.
Okay, at this point, your family is rushing through the Haggadah to get to the food.
Keep your eye on the prize, Jews. Follow through. That potato kugel is nearly yours.
Damn. Svedaya. COVID-19.
Rona Glickman here, urging you all to include an 11th plague in your Seder this year. Click the button to donate to the CDC Foundation and enjoy your Passover, the only holiday where you are commanded to drink 4 glasses of wine. I'm enjoying a beautiful Argentine kosher Pinot. May your manicures all hold up in quarantine as nicely as mine has. Kiss, kiss.
Well, hi, everybody. This is Senator Chuck Schumer on Passover night. And some have joked that you can distill the Haggadah and all Jewish holidays into 3 simple sentences. They tried to kill us. We survived. Let's eat. During this Passover with the coronavirus, unfortunately, those words are no joke. They are our reality. But I know how many of us feel isolated and uncertain about the future, frightened right now. But we Jews know the power of perseverance. That's how we've survived over the centuries, sticking together, giving each other strength and moral support, and overcoming the worst of afflictions and persecutions. So together we will overcome this plague like everyone before it, so that we can be happy, healthy, free once again, and we can have our next Seder, maybe not in Jerusalem, but all together with our family and friends. To all of you, a Zisen Pesach.
Yes! Passover, yes!
Passover is a journey within where we peel back the layers of our soul. We look inwards.
What you realize from, this communal holiday is that
we all are alike.
It doesn't matter where you're from or what you do, how much you know.
Rituals may change, the language and methods of observance may change, but
our beliefs and what we share and what we hold dear to one another, our families, our annoying relatives who want to constantly question who's in our love life and who isn't.
We're all the same. We're all connected. Each and every one of us is holy, is connected to our Creator.
Ultimately, Jews are just people who want to get together, just sit in sullen silence, just waiting for someone to finish talking so they can get some food in their faces.
And through that together, through experiencing that unity as individuals, we'll experience it as a people and as a world and bring goodness for each and every one of us in our lives.
Happy Passover.
I'm taken back to a story that is thousands of years old. This story that we told tonight, a story that's held a grip on the human imagination for thousands of years, precisely because it was never just about what happened then, but has also always been about what's happening now. It's never been just about what happened to them, but it's always been about what's also happening to us. This is a story of an Israelite people who were degraded and oppressed and enslaved, and then somehow through a series of miracles, both divine and human, were able to begin to walk on that long journey toward freedom. This is a story in the language of our rabbis, me'afela le'ora, of a trajectory that takes us from darkness to light, me'yagon l'simcha, from anguish to joy, from grief to celebration, from narrowness to great expansiveness, from degradation to dignity. And our rabbis understood that that was a message that we needed to hear not only once, but needed to be built into our DNA so that we would have the muscle memory for hope, exactly in moments like the ones we're living in right now, when we need hope the most. In fact, this story is the closest thing we have to the genetic transmission of hope, because it tells us that even though things are painful and hard, and we are incredibly vulnerable right now, that we will survive this, that our story doesn't end here, and that we, like those who came before us, will one day come to the other side of this plague of darkness. And when we do, we will grieve, and then we will rebuild. And I pray on this night that we will do what the Israelites did so many years ago. They rebuilt a society that was the counter Egypt, that was the antithesis of what they had experienced in their suffering in Egypt, and we will build a society that is counter to the injustices and oppressions and indignities of this world that we have lived in. And instead we'll build a world rooted in justice, in equity and equality, in dignity for all people, and most of all, in love. And that will be a beautiful world for all of us.
Hey, we can't thank you enough for joining us. And with that, our Passover Seder is about to come.
Actually, hi, sorry, I have a couple questions.
Yes, Josh Groban, everyone, the best non-Jewish voice since Bobby Darren.
Thank you. Yeah, this has been so great. Thank you so much for having me. But I was wondering, where's Chad Gadya?
Yeah, Chad Gadya. I was wondering about that as well.
Who told you guys about Chad Gadya?
Dude, come on, we all know about Chad Gadya.
Yeah, no, it's rocking. I sing it every time I play Tel Aviv.
All right. Very good, guys. So
wait, hang on, seriously. What about the leaning? Can we talk about all that? The leaning, where'd that go?
Yeah, the four sons, the matzah sandwich. Come on.
And you're seriously not going to open the door for Elijah?
How do you guys know so much about Passover?
Tevye in high school.
No way. I was Tevye in high school too. That's amazing. And I love Mrs. Menzel.
Take a wild guess. So, how about the Afikomen?
Well, we're not opening the doors for strangers right now, Rachel. But when you're right, you're right. Yes, let's find out who found the Afikomen.
What the actual? Ugh. Oh my god. Oh my god, I found the Afikomen. I found the Afikomen! It was inside my. Oh my gosh. I knew it was inside me the whole time.
Hi, everybody. Happy Pesach. It's me, Elijah. I'm so happy to see you. Were you expecting somebody else? A man, maybe? Yeah, that happens to me a lot. Please, nobody but me could pull off a schedule like this. Now, for those of you out there who don't know me, I'm kind of like Santa Claus. But my people leave me glasses of wine instead of cookies and milk. And my only gift to them is wisdom. I do want to say, though, to all my friends out there who've been so kind over the years, plying me with wine and moror and harosis and all that, I've been sober for about 300 years. So next year, a few granola bars would be just fine. Well, anyway, I just want to say, I know you might be having a tough time out there all by yourselves, maybe going a little bit stir crazy. Yeah, it's very scary, but listen, I have to visit 2 million homes a night, and that is very, very scary too, and it's not good social distancing. So stay in. Just want to say stay in, wash your hands, be kind, be good to each other. Mostly be good to each other. Elijah, over and out.
Next year in Jerusalem. As a kid, those were always my favorite words of the Seder because they meant it was almost over and time for dessert. Macaroons, pineapple slices, and a noodle pudding topped with candied cherries. As I grew into the age of knowing it all, I began to question next year in Jerusalem. I mean, why would anyone want to go to Jerusalem? It's hot, you're surrounded by a vast majority of anti-Semites, and all the cute soldiers in uniform are girls. Made no sense to me that Jews would want to go to Israel. I know it has sand and you can pick up a quick mahjong game, but Miami, it ain't. Still, after everything Jews went through in the Holocaust, when asked where they wanted to make their homeland, they picked Jerusalem. You want proof that it's a bad idea? Jared Kushner thinks it's a good idea. I rest my case. If it was me, I would have said you to the Germans and taken Berlin. Can you imagine Berlin as the Jewish homeland? Beautiful architecture, museums, centrally located to all the other wonderful European cities. What's Jerusalem near the Dead Sea? That's like people spending their life savings to go to Las Vegas and staying at the Luxor Hotel. Gee, honey, where should we go on vacation? I know, let's go stay in a big black tomb. And so I spent my years of enlightenment shaking my head whenever my father read out those words, next year in Jerusalem. So, now I'm old, and with age comes irritable bowels and wisdom. Unless, of course, you're a white Christian heterosexual man in flyover country, and instead of wisdom, you get gas and scratch-off tickets. I now realize that all of religion can be taken with a grain of salt and adapted to whatever belief system to which you wish to subscribe. And so that phrase has no meaning to me. Next year in Jerusalem to me means next year we will be in our home. And that home will be a world without fear, a world without hunger, a world without poverty and want. Next year, we will be in a world that is caring and supportive of its inhabitants, and a world where its inhabitants are caring and supportive of the world in which they live. Next year, we will look to our great minds for leadership and eschew loudmouth fools. Next year, we will remember the lessons of kindness from our youth. Next year, we will aspire to live our possibilities. Next year, we will be grateful for the gift of life we've been given. Next year, we will achieve our goals and share our bounty with family, friends, and neighbors. Next year, the word stranger will be meaningless, because next year, we will all be together in our home. So, next year in Jerusalem. Now serve the sponge cake.
When the walls have grown narrow, when the world has turned gray, and the headlines are harrowing day after day, as you wonder and wonder how long you'll stay lost, remember the oceans and deserts we've already crossed. 'Cause next year, the doors will break open. Next year, we'll breathe in the sky. Though tomorrow's uncertain, we're gonna get by till it's here. So here's to next year. Next year, here's to next year.
And when the people are pleading, 'cause the day seems so stark, and when there's nobody leading you out of the dark, can't let the misery harden your heart. The worst will pass over, and one day the waters will part. 'Cause next year, the world will break open. Next year, we'll breathe in the sky. Though tomorrow's uncertain, we're gonna get by till it's here. So here's to next year. Next year, here's to next year. Oh yeah, alright. Here's to next year, next year, next year.
Next year, hugging and kissing every single person I've ever loved in my entire life.
Next year, everywhere in the world.
Next year, in Jerusalem, all of us in good health.
Next year, not here.
Next year, we will be on vacation.
To what?
To Hawaii.
With friends.
With friends.
And family.
And family, sure.
Why are you copying me?
Next year, in a more fair country.
Next year, with our families and chosen families.
Next year, हम लोग अपना दूसरे बिजनेस के लिए कुछ अपना खुद का बिजनेस हो और अपना बिजनेस सक्सेसफुल रहे तो अपनी फैमिली के साथ मुंबई में शिफ्ट हो सके.
Next year in a real democracy.
Next year in a theater with all of you.
I'm gonna say next year at my boyfriend's house. I'm looking for a man, a nice man.
Next year, performing for everyone in the same room.
Next year,
with her grandparents.
Next year, holding hands.
Next year, I want to be surrounded by even more of my Jewish brothers and sisters.
Next year, with hugs and kisses with family.
Next year, in my mom's kitchen in Long Island.
Next year, by Lake Michigan in Chicago with my family.
Next year, mask-free, drinking gin and tonics.
Next year, in health, at peace, with family, at home.
Next year, world will break open. Next year, taking the skies.
The world will break open. We'll breathe in the skies. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be brighter.
As you wander and wonder how long you'll stay lost.
Remember the oceans and deserts we've already crossed.
Good night, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside. Next year in Jerusalem. God bless.
The greedy